My dear friend, let me begin with a simple warning. What you're about to hear may bring you to tears. Not the kind of tears you shed lightly, but the kind that rise from the deepest part of your soul when something inside of you is stirred awake. If you believe in angels, if you've ever wondered whether heaven still speaks to people like you and me, then I ask you to stay with me until the very end. This isn't just another video you scroll past. It isn't just another story on the internet. What you're about to hear is not ordinary. It carries the weight of a revelation, a message that comes from above. And when heaven sends a call, it isn't for entertainment. It is for transformation. Have you ever had a moment in life where everything suddenly shifts? One conversation, one truth, one revelation, and you can never see the world the same way again? That is what this is. What you are about to hear has the power to shake you to your core. It may challenge what you thought was true. It may unravel the comfort of the illusions you've been holding on to. But sometimes, it takes the breaking of what is false for the truth to finally shine through. So listen carefully. Open your heart. Suspend the urge to dismiss or explain away what feels uncomfortable. Because this is not simply information, it's an invitation. A divine message, a warning sent directly for you. And maybe, just maybe, this is the moment you were meant to hear it. The secret of the Father. There is something about your Father you may never have been told. Something he carried quietly, like a heavy stone pressed against his heart. He kept it locked away, buried under silence and fear, because he believed he was protecting you. He thought if he hid the truth, it might spare you pain. But the time for secrets has ended, and the moment for truth has arrived. You see, this isn't just about him. It's about you, your identity, your past, the very foundation of what you thought you knew. And when the foundation shakes, it's natural for the whole house to tremble. That's why this revelation may cut deep. It may feel like betrayal or abandonment or even sorrow so strong you don't know how to carry it. But remember this, truth hurts, yes, but it also heals. Imagine standing in a room filled with shadows. For years you've been stumbling, adjusting, making sense of shapes you could not fully see. Then suddenly a light switches on. At first it's blinding, even painful. But soon you realize you can finally see things for what they are. That is what truth does. And that is what you are being invited into now. So brace yourself. Not because the truth is meant to destroy you, but because it is meant to reveal you. Your Father may not have been perfect, none of us are. But what matters now is that you finally see what was hidden. And in seeing, you begin to live free. Signs you've already felt. Perhaps this doesn't feel entirely new to you. Maybe, deep down, you've already suspected something wasn't right. You've noticed the strange silences, the unanswered questions, the details that never seem to add up. You've caught glimpses of something beneath the surface, moments when the story didn't make sense, when words trailed off, when explanations fell short. It's almost like catching sight of a shadow from the corner of your eye. You can't fully grasp it, but you know it's there. You've tried to ignore it, convincing yourself it was nothing. You've pushed it away, hoping the unease would fade. But the truth has a way of knocking again and again until you finally open the door. Think back. Have you ever felt a gap in your story like a missing puzzle piece? Have you ever carried questions that no one seemed willing to answer? That quiet restlessness in your heart, that was not imagination. It was the whisper of truth waiting for its time. And now the veil is lifting. What was once hidden is moving into the light. This isn't meant to torment you. It's meant to confirm that what you felt was real. Your instincts weren't lying to you. The unanswered questions, the moments that felt off, the mysteries you couldn't explain, they were signposts. Gentle nudges, preparing you for this very moment. You are not crazy. You are not imagining things. You are being prepared. And now the preparation is over. The truth is at hand. The silence of those who knew. There's something haunting about secrets. They don't just live in the heart of the one who keeps them. They ripple out, touching everyone around. And in your story, there were people who knew. People who whispered behind your back. People who carried pieces of the truth, but never had the courage or perhaps the compassion to hand it to you. Think about it. Have you ever walked into a room and felt the sudden hush, as if your very presence shifted the air? Or sensed eyes following you with stories they would never dare to say aloud? That is the weight of hidden truth. It doesn't just live in silence. It leaks through mannerisms, through unfinished sentences, through glances exchanged when they thought you weren't looking. Your father wrestled with this secret, too. There were moments when he almost told you. You might have even seen it in his eyes, the way he hesitated, the way words gathered on his lips and then dissolved into quiet. Fear chained him. Fear of losing your trust. Fear of shattering your image of him. Fear of how this revelation would reshape your world. He thought he was protecting you, but silence, no matter how well-intentioned, can wound just as deeply as truth. And soon you'll notice the shift. People will begin to act differently. Some may distance themselves, afraid of being exposed by association. Others may approach with sudden kindness, as if trying to soften the impact of what you will discover. Their actions will betray what they have always known. It's unsettling, I know, but in a way, it's liberating. For too long, you've lived in the shadows of half-truths and unspoken words. Now the doors are opening, the whispers are fading, and though it might feel like betrayal, is actually clarity breaking through. So when you start to see changes in how people treat you, don't panic. Don't let suspicion rule your heart. Instead, let it remind you, the truth is rising. Secrets may tremble under the light, but you, if you stay grounded, will not. Strength in the midst of the storm. When truth finally breaks through, it can feel like a storm, chaotic, loud, overwhelming. But storms don't last forever, and every storm reveals what's strong enough to stand. Here's what you need to remember. Do not be afraid. Yes, the ground may shift under your feet, but fear is not your companion here. You are not meant to crumble. You are meant to endure. You are meant to rise. Even as pain surges, there's a voice whispering, I am with you. The storm may roar, but so does victory. What you are facing is not the end of your story. It is the turning of a page. And though it may sting, though it may bring tears, remember, battles are not meant to last forever. The war has already been won. Yes, your father was not perfect. He made choices he regrets, and you may feel tempted to let bitterness root itself in your heart. But bitterness is a thief. It steals peace, it poisons healing, and it turns wounds into walls. If you let it take hold, you risk chaining yourself to the very pain you long to escape. So instead, choose differently. Choose forgiveness, not because the wrong was small, but because your spirit was never designed to carry endless anger. Forgiveness doesn't erase what happened, but it frees you from being defined by it. Still be wise. Not everyone around you has pure intentions. Some may try to twist this truth for their own advantage. Some may listen, not to help you heal, but to feed on your confusion. Be discerning. Protect your heart. Not every smile hides kindness. Not every ear is safe to trust. So breathe deep. The storm has come, but so has your strength. And though you may feel shaken, you are not broken. The truth has arrived to set you free, and freedom, though costly, the woman behind the curtain. But there's more. For behind this veil of secrecy, there has been another presence. A woman. Someone who has tried to keep this truth from you, someone whose influence has shaped your understanding in ways you may not have even realized. Her role has been subtle yet powerful, an invisible hand directing the narrative, crafting versions of events, and bending reality until you accepted it as normal. She has been there, perhaps steady in her presence, yet questionable in her motives. And now, her role is about to be exposed. The truth is this: no lie can stand forever against the weight of light. Manipulation thrives in shadows, but the moment light enters, the deception crumbles. She may have believed she could keep this hidden indefinitely, but heaven has declared otherwise. What has been concealed will be revealed, and when her actions come to light, you will face another choice. You will have to decide: will you accept what is revealed, or will you retreat into denial? Will you face the discomfort of truth, or choose the fragile comfort of ignorance? It won't be easy. Truth rarely is. But remember, avoidance is not peace. Ignorance is not healing. To turn away from truth is to stay bound, and you were never meant to live in chains. This revelation will demand courage. It will ask you to look at someone you may have trusted and admit that trust was misplaced. It will sting, but pain is not the end. It is the beginning of clarity. So when the curtain falls and her true face is revealed, do not let fear rule you. Do not let bitterness drown you. Stand tall, because this moment, though difficult, is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to set you free. The purpose of revelation: freedom and healing. The truth is rarely comfortable, but is always liberating. What comes to light now isn't just a painful revelation. It's an invitation to freedom. Think about it. Truth doesn't just tear down illusions. It creates the space for healing. It doesn't simply unsettle. It clears the way for understanding. Your father's story, like all of ours, was more complex than it appeared on the surface. He carried burdens you may never have known about, decisions made in moments of weakness, choices that seemed necessary then, but weighed heavy over time. He wasn't flawless, but he was human. And in his silence, perhaps he thought he was sparing you. In reality, silence kept both of you bound. Now that silence is broken, and what rises in its place is not only pain, but the chance to step into a new level of clarity. What once was hidden is being given to you, not to destroy your past, but to help you build a stronger future. Here's the assurance you need: what was meant for your harm, God will turn for your good. What was stolen will be restored. The chains of deception that tried to hold you are breaking, and in their place, you will find resilience, purpose, and a deeper understanding of who you really are. So speak life over yourself. Declare it, even if your voice trembles. I am a child of God. I am loved. I am chosen. I am protected. I am victorious. Let those words become the foundation beneath your feet, the anthem that steadies you when doubt rises. This isn't about pretending the pain doesn't exist. It's about refusing to let pain have the final word. The promise of divine protection. In the middle of all this, you might wonder, will I be able to endure it? And here is the promise: you will not endure it alone. Heaven itself is moving on your behalf. Angels have been assigned to watch over you, to walk with you through every uncertain step. The truth may shake you, but no force of darkness can take you out of God's hands. No scheme, no deception, no hidden agenda is stronger than the one who holds you. The same God who brought this revelation is the one who will protect you through it. Every weapon formed against you will fail. Every shadow meant to frighten you will fade in the presence of light. You will walk through the fire and not be burned. You will cross the waters and not drown. That is not a metaphor, it's a spiritual reality. Trials will come, but they cannot undo the strength placed within you. And if you felt lost, wandering, unsure of where to turn, hear this as a call home. There's no condemnation waiting for you, only love and redemption. No mistake, no doubt, no failure is too large for grace to cover. You are not being punished, you are being invited. Invited to return, to realign, to rest in the assurance that you are already seen, already held, already loved. The path ahead and the choice before you. But let me be honest, what's coming next will require courage. The days ahead may not be smooth. There will be conversations that rattle you, unexpected turns that test your patience and faith. Yet every challenge will confirm one thing: you have been prepared for this moment. You are stronger than you think. Every hardship you've faced, every tear you've cried, every question that's lingered in the silence has built something inside you. And now, that strength is being called upon. Soon, you will face a choice. Will you accept what has been revealed, or will you shrink back into denial? Will you confront the truth head-on, or will you retreat into the fragile comfort of not knowing? Remember, ignorance is not peace. Avoidance is not healing. What you choose will shape how you move forward, not just for yourself, but for those who walk after you. So when the weight feels heavy, close your eyes and lean into the embrace of the one who has never left your side. Pray, cry out, pour your heart out, even if the words feel clumsy. He hears, he sees, and he will give you the strength you need. This is not just about surviving the truth. It's about stepping into the life that truth has made possible. And so we come to the heart of it all. You may feel shaken, but you are not abandoned. You may feel uncertain, but you are not unsafe. You are loved beyond measure, held in hands that will never let you go. Trust this. God can take your mourning and turn it into joy. He can take your pain and shape it into purpose. He can take your fear and transform it into faith. What the enemy tried to use to break, you will become the very ground where your victory grows. This is not coincidence. This is not just another message. This is a divine appointment. Words sent not by chance, but by design, straight to your heart, right now, in this very moment. So let it sink in. You are safe. You are chosen. You are loved. And though the path ahead may be new and uncertain, you will not walk it alone. The one who has called you is faithful, and he will walk with you every step of the way. This is your awakening, your beginning, your invitation to rise into the life that was always meant for you.